Hello, Taurus. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the first half of January from the 1st through the 15th. General as always, guys. It won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, as well as a link to all of the decks and creators that you see here today. So we're taking a look at New Year vibes here. What's coming in for you in the new year when it comes to love, your connection with a particular person. And for my singles, we'll take a look and see if there is new love on the horizon for you, what's coming in, as well as new opportunities, certainly in love, but we'll take a look and see if there's anything coming up for a career, your health, your relationship with family, with friends. We'll see what pops up here today. Okay, so these are the three decks that we're going to be taking a look at to start things off with your focus messages. The first one is the Masculine's Madness 2 deck by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials. And this middle one is my self-created deck, the Woman's Intuition Oracle, taking a look at the Divine Feminine perspective, and then we'll grab a message from the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle. So setting this one aside, and let's begin, Taurus, to take a look and see what's coming through. And of course, cross watchers and anyone else who's been guided to tune in are welcome. So what is your first focus message, Taurus, to get things started for the new year? Guided to this card. Soothe. Only you can soothe me. So remember, this is a message from the masculine, and there's only one feminine that this masculine feels can soothe this person. Okay, can soothe the masculine. All right, so we'll take a look and see if the feminine is feeling the same way. We'll take a look at that. But that's a really nice message from the masculine, letting the feminine know it's like you're the only one that can affect me in this way. All right, so let's grab a message from the feminine. I'm guided to this one here. It says, shh, don't say another word. You know, it's almost like you don't have to say anything else. I got you. You know, I'm the only one that can calm your world, calm your fears, and just bring in this very soothing energy, as it says. You know, maybe telepathically in the 5D, maybe you're still picking up off of your masculine's energies, my feminine, to where you guys might even finish each other's sentences. It's like, don't say another word. I get it. You know, it's like you already intuitively know what your masculine is feeling. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab your third focus message here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. I'm guided to this card. We have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and restraint. So, and I know this has popped up in other Taurus readings. It's still popping up here, guys, okay? That some of you, specifically a masculine, might be dealing with particular addictions in their life. Yes, of course, it can be substance abuse, but addictive behavior towards whatever it is, because it can apply to so many things. There's this codependent energy between the two of you. So my feminines, if you resonate with this, you know, yes, you're there to help your masculine out, but somewhere along the line, I'm kind of feeling for some of you guys, maybe due to this codependent energy, you kind of lost yourself a little bit. Okay, so take that only if it applies, of course, but it seems to be a repetitive message that pops up for some of my Taurus readings. So there's a reason why that's coming through. Okay, so let's add to this. This is the Divine Perspective for Soul Connections deck by Angelic Revelation 144. So, of course, if your situation does not have anything to do with addictions, then that part of the reading doesn't pertain to you. But it is frequent enough in my Taurus readings that it's for someone. It's for some of you out there. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. Pause to reflect. So you're being asked to take a step back, to put a pause, to put a stop to something in order to reevaluate, to reflect on the direction that you're going in your life. You also have lost love. So some of you have lost a connection in your life with somebody that perhaps at one point in time you really loved this person. Now, I'm getting this for some of you. This will not apply to everyone. Due to those of you who had a masculine dealing with addictions, you might have lost this person because they passed away. Okay, so that's for some of you guys. That, as I mentioned, will not apply to everyone. But there is for some of you a person that you have separated from. You're estranged from this person. You're not together. You've lost them. They've lost you. And there could be that codependent energy between the two of you. We have excess. Okay. So some of you might be in this energy of living in an excess. You know, maybe some of you might actually be living paycheck to paycheck, but you're still maybe overspending, overextending yourself, maybe taking care of everyone else except yourself, getting things that maybe you don't need or you have more than enough of it. That as well could be picking up off of this addiction card because it's obsessive as well. This as well might have something to do with that energy of codependency and obsession, possessions. So you're really being directed at this point in time, Taurus, to, as this card says, pause. Just reassess things, take a break, come up with a different plan, or go in another direction. We have sacred union of two souls. So there's definitely someone out there that you feel this connection with. You just have to make sure that it's not codependent, that it's not toxic for you. Now, for some of you guys, I'm also feeling that you might have put a stop to a situation where you were perhaps in a codependent relationship. You walked away from that, went in a different direction. And by doing so, this is where you're headed, towards a relationship that's actually good for you. Look at this. We've got financial matters, and then we have self-reliant. So, as I was mentioning earlier, some of you might be living paycheck to paycheck because you're just spending too much. You're spending more than what you're bringing in. So if that's the case, maybe that's why this is an issue. So there's this need to pause in that area as well. So if money has been an issue, if you've been struggling in that area, either you've lost a job, you're trying to look for a job, or you're just struggling financially, there are better choices that you could certainly make in order to improve that. But, you know, next to this self-reliant card, it makes it very difficult to be self-reliant when you're actually possibly self-sabotaging the progress that you could make in order to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You can be self-reliant again, Taurus, but you might have to make some sacrifices in your life in order to not be stressing out about money in particular. And also what I love about this, because again, we've got issues coming up with codependency. By removing yourself from a situation like that, you can be self-reliant. And you can find yourself again, if you've lost your identity through all this. Look at this. Soulmate. Intimacy. Happy times. Look at these cards. And finally, moving forward. So I really do feel, Taurus, that obviously you've got someone that you're thinking about for this reading. You have a very special soul bond with this person. You see them as a soulmate. Maybe you even see yourself getting married to this person. This is someone that you've experienced that physical connection with. And maybe part of the reason why you're still focused on this individual and why you might, for some of you, still be codependent on this individual is because of the happy times that you guys have shared. This can, of course, also represent future energies for those of you looking for love, that you can find your soulmate connection in 2021. Happier times ahead, especially having gone through difficult times in the past. And the only way to get there is to create movement and to move forward from where you've been. Because you're not going to find these things staying where you're at or just living in the past of those happy times. It's time to move forward for some of you. Go in a different direction. And by doing that, you can find the love that you're looking for. But sometimes, that love, it starts with you. To love yourself enough to put your life in a much better place. So that you can take care of yourself. Take better care of yourself. Instead of throwing all of your energies towards taking care of someone else. That's what I'm getting from that. So let's add to this with some messages from the Arrows of Love by Mystic Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus for the first half of January. New Year vibes here, guys, already for 2021. All right, let's see what else. Fire in my soul, inspiration. Absolutely. Go after who and whatever it is that inspires you. Because for me, this picks up off of your passions. What it is that you are passionate about. Lighting that fire under your feet to get moving, to get going. We've got plenty of fish in the sea. Absolutely. So you're truly being directed, Taurus, to not be so fixated on that one person that you are feeling obsessed with or codependent on, and they're codependent on you. You have other choices, better choices perhaps, where you can have this sacred union with the right partner, where you can finally be happy and experience that true soul bond with the right person. There could also be particular songs that you hear that inspire you, or that you're able to relate to. It might even be a favorite song that you have that really uplifts you. There's something about the autumn season for some of you guys. Maybe that's when you met this person, or when you guys broke up, or something challenging, or something beautiful that might have happened for you during the fall season. So this is giving us a time frame here. Something as well could happen sometime during the course of this upcoming year during the autumn season. So that is obviously quite a ways away, and you're going to have patience to see things through. But you can definitely get there. You got to maintain your integrity here, Taurus. You don't want anyone to compromise this. And I have a feeling in the past that was compromised. Look at all this potential that wants to come in for you. Certainly in your love life. There's growth that can happen. It does not have to be stagnant. You don't have to remain where you're at if things just aren't moving and growing for you. When it comes to your love life, truly, Taurus, things can progress. For some of you, though, you're dealing with this caged heart. This caged heart is somebody who's been hurt. It's a damaged heart, and so this could be you protecting your heart right now. Allow that healing to happen. We also have this pendulum coming through. Yes or no. Maybe you're not sure whether you should stay or go, or to reach out, or to keep your distance. So you're being directed, truly, going back to this card, pause. Pause to reflect, to regroup, to think, to contemplate, to reevaluate before you make a decision, before you make a move. Because you want to create progress in your life. You don't want to be taking 2 steps back. You want to go forward, not backwards. Okay, so let's add to this and see what else you need to be made aware of in 2021, certainly the first half of January. So we're going to pull some tarot cards from my new deck. This is the Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle. It is tarot with a twist. The twist here is that, yes, it includes the original 78 tarot cards you'd get from any tarot deck, but I've also added new oracle messages as well as new court cards. So, and following with the same format as my first tarot deck, the Tarot Teacher for beginners. So for those of you who are interested in learning how to read tarot, this deck as well has the upright and reversed meanings. So there's no second guessing what the cards mean. It's all laid out right there for you. Okay, so it's a lot of fun to use this deck if you're interested. And that link is down below, as I've mentioned, as well as all of the other creators and decks that you see here, Taurus. So let's continue. Let's see what else is coming in for you. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus for the new year. So yeah, if you haven't already, it's time to detach from someone that you are experiencing a codependent relationship with. You know, they might have their addictions, but you as well could be demonstrating that type of addictive behavior if you're obsessed with them. So just be mindful of that. We do have Archangel Sophia coming through here. I am the angel of love. I can help you manifest a reconciliation with your beloved. I can assist in efforts towards forgiveness and bring about a mutual understanding between you and your partner. I can show you the way to self-love and in finding the great love of your life. Call on me if you are looking to awaken your heart chakra. So I really feel here that this is so fitting that you've got Archangel Sophia here to help you find the right kind of love. And yes, for some of you guys, there's a potential to reconcile with someone you're in separation from. You got to just make sure that the person that you want a reunion with is not dealing with their own inner demons, and that they're codependent, and that they've got their addictive behavior that they need to handle on their own. You're not meant to fix their issues. They need to be able to fix that. Okay? I love this card for you, Taurus. First of all, it's Pentacles. It's your own earth energy. So financial matters has been popping up. If it's been a challenge, things are going to improve. Okay? But you don't want to self-sabotage that either. You know, you come into a whole lot of money and then you go right back out and spend it all. Okay, so you just got to be mindful of that. But this does represent financial security. So if you've been looking for a job, maybe you'll secure a job. If you've been looking for a raise in pay or a promotion, maybe that'll happen. But in love and romance, I love the Ten of Pentacles, because it does definitely tell you that things will improve, that you will be happy. You will have these happy times. Again, doesn't necessarily mean it's with this person that's got addictions. It might be someone else where you will finally experience true happiness. Not something that's challenging, not a situation where you're losing your identity in the partnership. Because the Ten of Pentacles, it represents a very happy, secure time in love. And I have a feeling for some of you, you've been a little bit insecure in your relationship. Trying to hold on to someone perhaps that you were never meant to hold on to. Six of Swords. Calmer waters. Healing. Releasing baggage that you no longer need to be holding on to. We're heading into a new year. Welcome in that new year without all of the baggage from the past. Because again, the Six of Swords is another card telling you that it's time to move forward. Leave whatever it is behind that you know does not need to be a part of your life anymore. This is you overcoming your hardships. So don't create any more situations where you're making things hard on yourself. You've got an Emperor coming in here. Aries, specifically. I can't speak today. So, for some of you, this could actually represent your own father or a father figure in your life. Someone who can offer you advice, someone who is there to offer you or help you create structure in your life. This can, of course, be a romantic partner, an authority figure. They are all about law and order. So they could even be in the type of career where they could be a lawyer, they could be a police officer, someone who wears a uniform, something along those lines where they are an authority figure. Someone who likes to maintain control in their life, in their situation, in their relationship. But this does ultimately represent the divine masculine in this connection, coming through as an emperor. So someone who is in this energy of addiction is not coming through as an emperor. Because this emperor, they have their act together. That's not this person over here. You've got the white rose coming through also, Taurus. Purity, grace, innocence, humility, new beginnings, and a budding love is what it represents. Budding love for me is potentially for some of you a new love, someone new that you end up meeting, and it might surprise you that you actually feel so drawn to this person. But, in order to attract this person into your life, you first have to let go of someone that you're holding onto that you might be codependent towards. Let them handle their business. It's not yours for you to carry. Don't carry their drama and their baggage. You have your own. So welcome in the new year with a new beginning and possibly a new beginning in love. Look at that. You've got the World. So yeah, see? Cycle completion. That's what the World card is all about. And I have a feeling here, Taurus, you've known this for a while, that there are certain cycles in your life that you know it's the end of the road. And we're really almost at the end of the road when it comes to 2020. Don't allow those energies, experiences, relationships that are toxic to follow you through into the new year. Welcome in the amazing possibilities of what life can offer you in your love life, in your career, in regard to your health, your family, your friends, the things that matter to you most. It's time to fulfill your goals and dreams. And I kind of feel for some of you, you've put that on hold because of this person that was weighing you down. So open up a new door. Open up a new beginning. You can be whole once again. I have a feeling here for some of you, you've been fractured and incomplete for most of this year. It's time for a change. You've got the Lover's card, picking up off of Gemini energy specifically for some of you. So the Lover's card, it's a great card because you have the capability of bringing in this person, someone that you feel could be your soulmate, a very special soul connection, somebody that you could experience this very deep love with, someone that you will be very sexually attracted to, a very harmonious partnership, not one that you have to work so hard in getting that relationship to thrive and to grow. Remember, you've got that love potential card. So many potentials in love and romance for you, Taurus. Don't sell yourself short by investing your time in someone who doesn't really fully invest their time in you, because they're investing their time and energy towards their addictions. You've got choices to make here. It's time to make the right choice. Look at this. Here you are. The Hierophant energy is your own Taurus energy. If what you're wanting is a real solid commitment from someone, then that's why we go back here. You have to take a pause. It's time to stop for a minute and really reassess what you're doing and where you're going. Is it working for you? If it's not, it's time to come up with a different plan. It's time to turn the corner and go in a different direction. Because the Hierophant is a beautiful card in that it could represent two people who are meant to be together. But first, you got to learn that spiritual lesson. That's the most important thing. Without learning that lesson, you're going to make the same mistakes over and over again. And since this is Taurus energy specifically, this is you. This applies to you and your lessons. So it's time to learn them, Taurus. Before the end of this year, it's time to learn them. Definitely. That's what's coming through. All right, so let's add to this and see what else is coming in for Taurus. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some additional insight from the Sensual Sweet Angelic Whispers deck. This is by Sister Moon Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. New Year vibes for the first half of January. It's time for a change, baby. Welcome it in. I already had somebody, but I couldn't look away when I saw you. Okay? As flattering as that might be for a good solid second, Taurus. They're basically telling you they're interested in you even though they're in another relationship. What does that create? A third party. What does that create? Secrets, lies, infidelity, cheating. Not so flattering, is it? I've never known a love like this before. That could certainly be the case, absolutely. And maybe that is how you feel about this particular person who's coming through with this addictive type behavior. So you really have to analyze what's in your heart. Is this you saying this, or is this your person saying this to you, where they've never known a love like this before? Maybe you're the only person in their life who's ever shown them the type of love that you've offered. And maybe you've never experienced a love like theirs either. But if it's toxic, if it's codependent, if it's obsessive, then those are the energies that are contributing to the downfall of that partnership. I just want to feel the warmth of your body pressed up against mine. I want to make beautiful babies with you. So for some of you guys, maybe you've discussed having children, having babies. Maybe some of you might be expecting at this point in time. Something about the sexual, intimate moments that you guys have shared. This could be future energies too, as to what you can bring into your life once you detach from a codependent relationship. Because remember, with the Emperor represents a father figure, a masculine parent. Okay? So my feminines, if you're wanting to have children, make sure you choose wisely as to who will be the father of your children. You are the one I would pursue if I could. I kind of feel that goes together with this first card. I already had somebody, but I couldn't look away when I saw you. So maybe part of the reason why they can't pursue you, for some of you guys, is because they're already taken. Now, that could be reversed too. It could be you, Taurus, who's taken, and someone is actually interested in you, but they can't because you might be involved with someone else and you are in a codependent relationship and they see this and they're just being mindful of that. They would pursue you if they could, but they can't. As long as you're in another situation, Taurus, they can't, okay? But you got to be mindful of the relationship that you choose to be in. Is it a good one? Is it a healthy one? Or is it a codependent one? Have you been truthful with yourself? Have you been honest with yourself? Or have you been lying to yourself that this is your love of a lifetime? And maybe that's really not the case. So just be mindful and be honest with yourself as to who it is that you allow into your heart. Do they deserve to even be in there? Because you got to first have love for yourself in order to extend that love beyond yourself. You are my weakness. I kind of feel from this particular message, based off of what's presented itself here, that's very similar to obsession. It's like you're my weakness, you're my addiction. I can't help myself. I have to have you. It's that type of energy that I'm feeling for some of you guys. And it's okay to be obsessed about someone, but if it's toxic, if it's unhealthy, then that's not okay. So it's up to you really, Taurus, to evaluate your feelings, your connections, the way you guys interact with each other. Addictive behavior. It keeps popping up, you know? And until you really address it and face it, it's just going to keep popping up. So, you know, it's up to you really to reevaluate your life. This is really the most important message that's coming through for Taurus. Take a step back, pause, stop what you're doing, reflect. If you're good with where things are at, then continue. If it's not good, it's time to go in a different direction. It's time to put a stop to it. Okay? So that's what's coming through. Let's go ahead and add to this. I've done so many readings and I'm losing my voice. I have to get some water. Hold on, guys. It's right here next to me. I just feel my voice just going. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab some insight from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck. Let's see what else needs to come through here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus, for the new year, for the first half of January. Oh my God. I can't make this up, guys, okay? The end and moving on. Let me read it. I've tried to convince you that love was worth a shot, that you and I are so incredibly compatible, we're a perfect match. I've tried to make you see that I'll be here for you through thick and thin, that no matter what life hands us, we can make it through. But I can't keep trying for both of us. I guess we've reached the end of the road. And it's true. You cannot continue to sustain a relationship for the both of you if you're the only one putting in the work. It's not going to last. we've got moving on. I've had so much to think about lately, where I've been, where I am, and where I want to be. I know the road I've traveled. It hasn't been easy, but it hasn't broken me. I never thought I'd be traveling this road without you. It was always you and I. If our paths are meant to cross again, we will. For now, I have to move on. If you resonate with that, if you relate to it, Taurus, this is the advice from your angel guides. Move on. Move forward. Don't let this person continue to hold you down. You're not going to get anywhere. It's like holding on to unneeded and unwanted baggage. Let it go. Let's see what else. What else for Taurus, please? Divine feminine, girl power. You have to recognize the power within yourself. So for those of you who resonate with the divine feminine energy, this is for you. I am powerful, but I can be fragile. I am strong, but I can be weak. I am beautiful, but I can feel ugly. I am laughter, but I can be serious. I am joy, but I can be sad. I am love, but I can be hurt. Take me for everything that I am. Don't try to change me. I am who I am. And I have a feeling for some of you, your masculine changed you. They changed who you were on the inside, who you represented before they came into your life. Don't let them take that power away from you. It's yours, and you can take it back. We also have timing. Life is so simple for some people. They meet someone, they fall in love, get married, and live happily ever after. With us, it wasn't as simple. We met, we became friends, and more than friends, but life had other plans, other commitments, other obligations. It wasn't our time. Perhaps in our next lifetime it will be. The timing was off for some of you guys. Maybe you guys even discussed getting married someday and it just did not happen. Because you're meant to go in a different direction, Taurus. There's a reason why it wasn't so simple. And then we have ascension. We've hit rock bottom. We have nowhere to go but up. We've already been through the storm, the hard times, the gut-wrenching conversations. The reality of this is that we still love each other. Let's get back into our divine alignment. I'm ready to experience the highest level of unconditional love with you. Let's do this. In order to experience this ascension with this person, Taurus, they have to be able to get there with you. I have a feeling your person hasn't hit rock bottom just yet. Certainly when it comes to their addictions. They can't ascend with you if they haven't been able to create ascension in their own life, in their own growth. You guys have to put in the same amount of effort and work to make this happen. And then we've got protection. So the angel's advice to you at this time, find someone who will shield you from the rain, who will protect you from life's thunderstorms, cherish you through the not so good days, hold you through your fears, need you as much as you need them. Someone who will never let that umbrella of love go. But the thing is, Taurus, if you resonate with this reading, you've been doing the protecting. You've been protecting them from their own hurt, their own pain, their own addictive behavior. You've kind of been saving their ass time and time again. You need someone who's going to be there for you in the same way. And I'm just feeling if you are involved with someone where they've come up short, then that's not the person for you. It's time to let that cycle close. Close the door and open up a brand new opportunity, a brand new door, a new beginning for you, Taurus. There's true love that's out there for you. Somebody that you can really connect with on a very strong soulmate level. A healthy partnership, a good relationship. Not one that's so challenging that it's weighing you down. Okay, so that's what's coming through here. There's a reason why you've got these two cards. The end and moving on. So along with the new year, there's a reason why this end is here. Let it end. Because if it's meant to come back to you, it will. There's nothing here for you to do. If it's meant for you, it'll find you. But in the meantime, move on. Okay? So let's go ahead and add to this, and boy is it needed, some healing messages from your angels. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. First half of January. Healing messages for the new year. Focus, yeah. It's time for you to focus on yourself, on a new path, on a new direction, on a new beginning, on a new love. Your friendships. There are people in your life that you can actually rely on. Maybe you've forgotten, you know? You've been trying to tackle everything yourself, trying to handle your business all on your own, which is great, but sometimes we need help. You know who these people are. You know who these people represent in your life. Those who have your back, those that you can call on no matter what, and they'll be there to help you. Power, Taurus. Don't just give your power away. Cherish it. Nurture it. You can find it again. You're in a seat of power, actually, to be able to create changes and movement in your life. Don't give this power to someone that's just sucking you dry. Spiritual growth. Turn to prayer. Listen to your angels, your spirit team, a higher power, God. Allow yourself to experience this spiritual growth, as it says. Because sometimes when we lose faith, when we really don't trust in the process, then it's very difficult to create movement that can actually get us onto the right track in our life. Allow nature to take its course. And if you like being out in nature, go for it. Meditate, reflect. Okay? Look at that field. It looks like lavender. It's beautiful. If you need some quiet time, some alone time, out in nature to think, to just focus on your life and where it's been and where you want to go, take that time. Look who's here helping you out. Archangel Michael, blessing you, protecting you, watching out for you. Where is he going to lead you? Right here, towards that new beginning. New year, fresh start, new beginning. Make sure that the people that you carry forward into 2021 deserve to be there. Don't take anyone with you. Don't take any past baggage with you that need to be left behind. Okay? All right. So let's wrap things up here, Taurus, with some songs. All right, guys. So I wanted to grab some songs to wrap things up for your reading from my Heart Songs deck. If you're not familiar with the songs that come through, see if you resonate with the lyrics. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. I Can't Forget the Melody. This is from a movie called The Slipper and the Rose, starring Richard Chamberlain and Gemma Craven. Although our song is through, the love we shared, the dream we dared was just a prayer that can't come true. I tried to stop remembering, but till the day I die, within my memory will live the melody of the song that was you and me. Although our song is through, I can't stop loving you. That might have something to do with a lost love here. And again, there could be a particular song that reminds you of this person that already came through from this card, love lyrics. And it's clearly letting us know here for some of you guys that there's a situation that's over. It's through, it's done. But maybe there's still a part of you that's holding on to the hope that it can still come back together. Maybe that's what you're obsessed about, or you're codependent towards this person. This could be their energy as well, okay? I Will Always Love You by Dolly Parton. I hope life treats you kind, and I hope that you have all that you ever dreamed of. I wish you joy and I wish you happiness. But above all this, I wish you love. This to me kind of reminds me of a parting message for some of you guys. Once you decide to leave a situation behind, Taurus, at the end of the day, you still have such immense love for this person. It's just that certain journeys that you travel sometimes, it has to come to an end. And you need to know when it's time to move on. So what you're telling your person maybe is that you will always have love for them. That you just wish them to be happy and to get their life in order. And that life treats them kind. You know? And if the person that you're leaving behind has addictions, if they've got a lot of drama going on in their life, codependency, obsession, whatever it is that's toxic and unhealthy, that's for them to figure it out. If it's not your issue, don't make it your issue. What else, please, for Taurus? Can't stay away from you. Okay? Just like what I was saying, listen to these lyrics. Hold on to every bit of hope. That's all I ever do. Hoping you might change your mind and call me up to say how much you need me too. And though you're leaving me, no other choice than to turn and walk away. Look over your shoulder, I'll be there. You can count on me to stay. This truly could be you saying this, Taurus. You know it's time to go, but there's a part of you that can't stay away from this person, and that's where we've got this codependency and obsessive energy coming through. But as it says, they're leaving you no other choice than to turn and walk away because you have to live your life. You can't always be there to catch them when they fall. It's up to you to find your own journey, to find your own happiness, rather than just being someone's savior and just constantly being there to soothe them, as it says. Only you can soothe me and calm me down. It's like, after I've fucked up, I need you to come and save me and fix things. That's not your job. They need to be able to fix their own shit. So it's time for you to fix parts of your life, Taurus, that you know need to be addressed. So going back to this very first card, pause and reflect. Make 2021 the year where you finally create movement in your life that could direct you towards happiness, financial security, a good job, life finally going the way it's meant to go for you. Less challenging, better times ahead, and happiness. Okay, so you've got some decisions here and choices that you need to make heading into the new year, Taurus. Make them good ones. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I do hope whatever part of this reading resonated with you, that it helped you out. And for anyone who is interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below. And I wish you so much love and the very best in the new year. Thank you for tuning in, Taurus. Take care of yourself.